Abortion, miscarriage. These are names which give us a lot of fear, anxiety. But I want each one of you to be knowledgeable about these facts, because about 10 to 25% of all pregnancies, recognized pregnancies, end up in a miscarriage or abortion. That means 1 in every 4 pregnancy may have this problem. In fact, there is a very interesting fact that I want you to know, that over 50% of pregnancies, they actually abort even before you miss your period, which you don't come to know also. So if it is so important, we all need to be very knowledgeable about it, and we really don't need to be too, I'm using this word ashamed, because there is a lot of guilt which the partner carries because of this word, which I want you to eliminate after listening to this series. What are the types of abortion? We call it a spontaneous abortion because spontaneous means there is no reason for it, but it happens on its own. But it can be a complete abortion, that the entire pregnancy is out of the uterus on its own. It can be incomplete. That means a part of our baby is coming out. And mark my word, I'm using the word baby because when you know everything in total clarity, you will be able to take charge of that emotion which you feel, and you will be able to come out of it. Then we have missed abortion, meaning that the baby has actually not developed completely inside. The heartbeat has not developed, so it is not supported by the uterus. And recurrent means you're having it again and again. And by our definition, we say if it is more than 3 abortions, then we call it a recurrent pregnancy, and that is what requires extensive investigation and diagnostic tests. So with one abortion in obstetric career is nothing that you need to be so worried, fearful about. And there are a few more terms which I just want you to have some knowledge. We call it like a blighted ovum, meaning the egg which was fertilized, that egg has not developed into the baby. So that means it is a blighted ovum. Ovum means egg. So that is one thing which you don't have to see that your baby is formed. So you can be very easy about it. The second thing is that ectopic pregnancy, the uterus, the baby implants in the uterine cavity, but if it is not in the uterine cavity, it is in the tube, obviously the baby will not survive. Another term is molar pregnancy, that the tissue which is there doesn't develop into the embryo. It only develops into an abnormal tissue, and all these abortions need to be cleared. The uterus needs to be empty. The baby, the tissue has to come out of the uterus so that your womb is again normal and ready to take care of another baby after some gap. Now, very important thing, what are the causes? Because you keep blaming yourself, you keep blaming your lifestyle, you keep blaming the world around, you keep blaming your work-life balance for this. But let me tell you, over 50% of abortions is due to genetic problems, and you really have very less role to play in genes. You are actually going to know many more factors, but if you want to study and give us some evidence that what is the reason, you will not be able to find out, because so many chromosomes, so many genes, which chromosome, which gene falters to create an abnormal baby, it is very difficult to know. But it is not repetitive. That is a very big security which today you will have, because it doesn't repeat generally. Many more causes like hormonal problems in females, that is also an important factor. The uterus has abnormalities, you may have tumors in the uterus, your cavity of the uterus which takes care of your baby, that may have some problems. This is another thing. Moreover, maternal age, that is a very important thing. Right now, 35 and above, the chances become even more. They are more than 25 to 30% chances if you are above 35, and if you are above 45, they are more than 50%. So that is the importance of age, and today we are having late marriages, so we are conceiving late. So these are all things which are adding on. Another important high risk factor is the weight of the mother. If you are underweight or overweight, because our lifestyle practices also, they are not very supportive today. So you have to be very careful about many things. Another thing is infections. You have so many viruses in this world. Which virus is going to cause which infection which will reach our unborn baby? You can't keep a track. We can just know infections on our tips, 5 to 7 infections, and viral infection, as you know. We don't have too many treatments for any viral infection, so you have to leave it to nature. Another important factor is autoimmune, means your body is producing antibodies against your baby. It is not supporting your baby. So this is also one very important factor. But what I want to stress, I have told you so many causes, it really doesn't matter to you. Why I told you is that you don't need to do all the evaluation after one abortion, because the chances of having another abortion are only 25%, which is just barely more than the normal recognized incidence. So you can just not worry and not start investigating on one little abortion that you have. But you need to be very, very well prepared mentally, emotionally, physically to handle this grief. And I use this word grief because we don't use it, we don't know that it does give a lot of guilt and fear. Guilt that what did I do wrong that it happened, and fear that will I ever be able to conceive another angel. I am using the word angel because maybe God wants you, the divine wants you to be so careful, to be so connected to the being who is going to come to you, so that you can actually take care of your body and mind and create a beautiful angel again. Most important being, will I ever be able to have another healthy baby? When will I get pregnant? Is it possible or is it too remote? And the good news is, honestly, I am telling you, it is very much possible.